my dear friends and gods. Great pranamas to our Guruji Rangnath sir, to our Grandmaster Maharshi Patriji, and Great Grandmaster Mahavatar Babaji. Mahavatar Foundation welcomes you all for free 21 days holistic wellness program, batch 14, day 16. So today schedule is about spiritual topic, thinking and destiny part 3 for about 40 to 50 minutes, and then the holistic lifestyle topic about USHAS Mudra for about 20 minutes. Then we can go for the meditation. In yesterday's class, ma'am has taught us about how soul will have all the experiences and comes to saturation with world. Then it starts to look for the inner light. It's basically about psychic mind, and with the use of four senses, psychic nature empowers. She also taught us about the 13 lunar germs, how we experience, how it changes the nervous system, and it gets modified by removing all the negative qualities. The spinal cord is called as filament, where the body is compared to tube light. And the lunar germ is reinforced and converts into solar germ. From then, all the body parts like digestive system, kidney, spleen, and all the organs get smaller, and at one point it gets disappear, which increases the span of the life and thus becoming immortal by taking the nutrients from the nature all around. So this is what she taught us yesterday. So from today we'll continue with the session. Uh, you can take over, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, Ma. Thank you so much. Thank you, Divine Masters. Thank you, Patriji. Thank you, Mahavatar Babaji. Thank you, Ranganath Sir, for giving us a platform where we can every day get uh, deeper and deeper wisdom. And we get a platform where we are able to share it, think over it, contemplate it. By sharing, we are going to learn it better and better. So, this is a wonderful process, my dear Masters. This is called sadhana. So, we are into sadhana. We are doing sadhana, Jnana sadhana. No physical exercises happening here, only mental and psychological and spiritual. So, friends, we are doing a beautiful books review here, that is Thinking and Destiny by Harold Percival. Yes, Masters, it's a very huge book. It's an experience of 20 long years where the books have been made, changes have been made in the book again and again whenever the writer or the author got clarity about the subject. That shows how intensely the author wants to put across his experience. He's making it a clear point that the reader never ever gets a misunderstanding of whatever word or whatever experience he is sharing. So yesterday I would similarly, whenever I read any book, I connect to the energy of the author. I would like to share an experience how we all connect to the energy of the author when we are reading a book. Friends, when I had started meditation in 2022, I was like crazily, crazily enjoying my meditation, and I had very lovely friends all around me giving directions and hints about growing in meditation. I would say meditation only. So it happened just after 2 or 3 months of my starting meditation in PSSM. I met few students. I love to be with students. Youngsters are very, very clear about whenever they are learning something, they have very much of clarity. So once I was speaking to a person, I said there is an exhibition in Bangalore for 3 days, book exhibition, which I would just love to attend because it is the biggest book exhibition in Bangalore. And already by that time I had started taking sessions. So I myself on my channel, I had 4 to 5 sessions per day. So I didn't get a time to go to the exhibition. And whenever I used to call that person, I used to say, "Arey, today I missed." And the next day I said, Arey, again I missed. The third day I said, oh, I shouldn't miss today. And somehow I just want to visit for at least for some time. Then I requested my husband, so I had went to the exhibition. I was very, very happy. Books make me very happy. And I saw the huge, it was a marriage hall, like a choltry. In Bangalore, we have a huge place for weddings. And that huge place was covered with books from floor to the roof. Such huge settings were used, the huge shelves were there, books were strewn on the floor. There were groups of people collecting the books because the books were sold not in numbers but in boxes. They had 1,000 rupee box, 2,000 rupee box, 4,000 rupee boxes, and you can fill that box with any number of books. It was like, for me, it was a fun way of buying books. So, friend, what happened? I thought like I was not into buying books because I invest in only the books which I love, and then only I invest. And I'm very economical person, so I go for very economical. I go for second-hand books, the roadside books. Usually, I find very lovely, lovely books. So I have a collection of my own. So what happened? I wanted to look into all the tables, touch all the books, and like feel happy about it. When I told that person that I'm going today, you know what he said to me? He said, ma'am, when you go there, you meditate. I said, I am crazily meditating at home already. And if I go outside and do that, people will call me crazy. Who goes and meditates in a book exhibition? I said, no, you meditate for little time and you connect to all the authors of the books. There will be so many books. I was like, wow, it is a nice idea. But is it practical? I said, let me see. I went there. I saw the hall. I said, crazy, me. Where will I sit and meditate in this huge hall? But universe had great plans, master. I went. There is a stage there. I mean, a podium kind of a thing. There are two sofas. And one of the sofa is facing towards the back wall. And the other sofa, children are jumping on it. I knew that particular sofa was for me to sit and meditate. After visiting all the books, sorry. So after visiting all the tables, it was 4 hours time. And my husband was like, let's go back home. And I said, let me meditate for 2 minutes and come. I went, sat there. I was very skeptical. What will people think? I crossed my fingers. I sat there and immediately I said, all the authors of the book masters, I want you to connect to me. So listen carefully. I said, I am connecting to all the authors of all the books present in this hall. And the very next second, I could visualize thousands of hands on my head as if they were passing their energy. I was shocked. I said, wow, nice experience. Because I always have a very beautiful experience in my meditation. So I was happy, like nice experience. Wow. And when I came down, I'm walking. It's a huge hall. I'm walking, and whichever book my eyes are falling on, like I'm touching that book. No, I didn't touch the book at first. I'm looking at book, and I'm knowing what is in that book. So I thought, like, maybe I am guessing because we are readers. By just looking at a book, we guess. So this happened for one book. Again, I'm moving ahead. I saw another book, and I'm having a thought, like this book, the cover page is looking different, but I'm knowing what is in the book. It happened for 4 books. Then I was like, oh, I came into my awareness. What is this happening? I went back again. And whichever book I had that thought, I picked up and I'm looking at the back. Whatever thought came to my mind is exactly what is written here. For all the 4 books. And I said, really, this is a magic. This I have to tell to the world so that the students, and now I tell all the students, connect to your textbook. You tell the master who has created the syllabus, I am connecting to you. The subject you want the student to understand from this book, I want to connect to that. Ah, wow, I'm telling you really. And that has started since that day, even today. Without reading a book, friends, I have given 5 episodes of Anastasia videos I have recorded in PMC Kannada. I had taken a printout of the PDF. I'm just having a glance for 5 or 7 minutes, and I'm giving a recording for 45 minutes. Again, I'm going, changing my dress, coming back, opening the book, glancing through 4 or 5 chapters, closing the book, and giving a talk for 45 minutes. And I was thinking, like, I'm a good reader. So just by glancing, I'm knowing what it is about. Then later, after a month, I had to travel to Bihar. I went by train so that I get time to read. And then I am reading it, my dear friends, for the first time. And I was shocked. Like, whatever I spoke is the same thing what is written in the book. And this is how well we connect to the books. It's so easy. Even now, when I do any book reading review, I can't read it beforehand. Masters don't allow me to read it early, like a day before or in the morning. I read just 5 minutes before the session, and I don't know how I get to understand the subject. So I am marveled by the power we are receiving after doing all this kind of meditation, our Anapanasati Dhyana. Today is a very good opportunity where I'm sharing that this experience, because this is more important than what is written in the book. This book you might be reading any other time in your whole life, but this kind of experience only few people will be sharing, and it is a secret, my dear masters. And this is how many of the spiritual seekers have done it, and we all know about Vivekananda. Vivekananda had the similar wisdom. When he went to US, he didn't have money to move around the city and visit the place. So what he used to do, he used to just go to the nearest library, get 10 to 15 books for a day. One day he would read 10 to 15 books, and he kept those books near his bedside. And by morning, he knew what was in the book, because in his sleep he was connecting to the books. So these are the secrets, my masters. We are really lucky. We are getting to know all this now. All these days, people were hiding these wisdom. Now is the time. Please share this wisdom with more of the students who are very scared of looking at a book only. They get so scared. And now it becomes so easy. Yeah, masters. That is why I love books more now. Because now the masters are physically and astrally helping me. Okay, let me now continue with the Thinking and Destiny book. Yesterday I had discussed about lunar germ and solar germ masters. Today I have a little more clarity about it, so I would like to repeat it. So we were talking about a tube light where it is a hollow a body. Inside we have a filament which is capped and sealed on both the sides, just like a tube light is. And then where is that part in our body? It is our spinal cord. That was mentioned here, that it was in our spinal cord. Now, what is this lunar germ and solar germ and the filament inside the tube? So, lunar and solar germ, because he is giving his experience. He is not referring to any Vedas, Shastras, Eastern religious books. He is not referring to any books, and so he has his own words. We know few things in particular words because all over the world they are using that word. Only him, really we should salute him because he has given his own name. He has named them as solar germ and lunar germ. Here he is referring to Ida and Pingala. And the filament inside the tube, that is inside the spinal cord, is our Shushumna. And when he says 13 lunar germs, so it means it is referred here that this circulation, we all know that Ida and Pingala are moving up. So actually here it is said the lunar germ from the right side, it descends, meets the lower part of the tube. At that spot, the solar germ will enter and the solar germ takes it up. So similarly, 13 rounds. So here, when they say 13 germs, it is 13 times. They go up and down and up and down and up and down. And when it moves 13 times, then the solar germ and the lunar germ actually come together and they create a new embryo. Because whenever they are meeting and mating, an embryo has to be formed. So there, a huge embryo form, that is our form body. So not the physical. So we have a form body. Here in this book, there is a reference for that form. They keep on mentioning. Now, whatever I'm going to read, there will be coming across that form body. So this form body, when this meeting of lunar and solar germs is happening, he says illumination takes place. That is, the sparks happen and there is light in that tube. And it is forever and ever and ever. So beautiful, masters. This is how our actually inner nervous system works. The nervous system we know is about related with the brain. We have a second brain, that is our spinal cord. And here, when the spinal cord works as a brain, it has its own nervous system. And when this lunar germ and solar germ, they meet together and they immaculate, their conception takes place. And then the ovum shaped body is formed. And now on this path, whatever experience we are having, we have with that form body. So our spiritual growth happens after the Kundalini Jagrit. Here it is, the light form is yours. When the Kundalini is Jagrit, there is light inside us. So what is lightning? When the Ida Pingla are working and then the Sushumna. Now Ida and Pingla is not required because Sushumna is brightened, illuminated. What a wonderful way to explain. So this is how I understood it today morning after a nice sleep, masters. So I wanted to share this wisdom. And today, now we are going to, yesterday also I told how after the body progresses and the mind progresses, then we have the experience of inner earth. And they are not in a sequence, masters. This is happening all together. So when we are having experience with the body and mind, and in our sleep, we have the inner earth experience. So in our dream or in our sleep, whatever we are seeing actually is the product of our thoughts. So here he says, the beings which are present in the inner earth are not the physical beings. They are all created with the thoughts of the people on the earth. So whoever is talking nonsense, senseless, and useless things, why do they say don't talk nonsense? Because whatever you are thinking is going to be created somewhere. So if your creation is not good, it will not be on the earth crust, it will be below the earth's crust. And so below the earth's crust, there are all unusually formed beings. So there are animals, there are insects, there are people, but they are all very unusual. So how are they? It is given here very scary actually. And that is why Adholoka, talking about Adholoka, people get scared. He's saying, who are the people staying in the resident of the inner earth is, they are lost doers. We doers are on the upper crust of the earth. So they are lost people. Who are these lost doers? In the name of the sadhana or in the name of religion, when we pray to or we worship any deities who are not real gods, we create them for our benefit. We do all kind of worshipping to please that deity. There is no such deity. If you make someone God who is not God, he will not take you up. He is going to take you down. So the more you pray or you worship such deities, the more strongly after death that person is going inside earth. It's so scary and so clear. Why we are not supposed to do all these kind of uh, what is this puja? Yantra, tantra, mantra, and all they will be doing. They are inviting and invoking some demigods. If you do that, the more you do, the seriously and devotedly you worship that God, you are actually worshipping or doing stuff which is against the universal law. He says it is universal moral code not to worship such gods, because there are many energies who want to become God. They don't have energy of their own. When such lost doers, they are doers who are lost their purpose of life, and they want some of the selfish motives to be fulfilled. So they create or they go and bow down to these deities, and these deities become stronger when more such devotees join here. The energy of these deities is these foolish people who are going to call them God. Now, after these people leave their body, vacate their body, they cannot go to the higher world, they go to this lower world. So they are all lost people. So how are they behaving here? They don't have a purpose. They don't know everything, anything. And what is going on in their mind? Lost, lost. Who am I? Where am I? I am lost. Where should I go? This is how crazily they will be moving around. Also, the people on the earth taken birth above the crust of the earth, if they in their thought they are creating crazy, stupid stuff. Like, what if there is an animal who is having this like this and that like this? Crazy stuff. We think it is a child's imagination. Let the child imagine however they want. I heard recently a movie or some video where the child is saying, Mama, the teacher scolded me for painting the sky pink. Then Mama said, Beta, don't worry, it is your sky. You can paint your sky as you wish. I think many of you might have seen this video. And I was like, we get carried away by such stuff. Then I said, Acha, we have to give that freedom to the kids. No, masters. We shouldn't do that. Because the Creator has created things, and we cannot and we should not make any changes in the creation. The tree is green, it should be green. It has a purpose why it is green. You cannot say it is my tree, my wish, I will make it purple, I will make it pink. You cannot do that. And if you do that, then you are going to create that kind of a tree. And where will that be created? Maybe you are thinking, I'm just drawing on a paper. No, masters, your thoughts are being created, and it is happening physically in the inner world. So what kind of animals are there? If you hear this, you will be scared and you will never have that kind of mind. He says that some are like great spiders with wicked eyes. Some animals are like vampires. There are some crabs with human faces, devilish eyes, some snakes with legs and wings. And then how are they living? They are living separately. Some are living in the bush. There are different kind of trees there, where some trees have 20 feet long leaves. So all crazy stuff is happening there. Then these animals are living in the bush, or some are hanging from the rocky roof. Some are hiding in the stone on the ground. There are wolf-like forms with horns, and then they have cruel cat-like things with long snaky bodies. They are cats, but their body is like snake. These bodies will spring and all to kill. They are going to kill everyone. They are all. See, why is someone creating a creature which is looking very ferocious? Your mind wants a body animal which can be very ferocious, scare you, kill you, hurt you. With that thought, you are creating that. That is happening there. So, with the fear and all scary stuff there are always voice and noise heard, people like shrieking, screaming, crying, howling, that kind of noises are filled there. Yes, Master, this is not only in the book. I have come across a video where this is proven. There are deep caves which are, someone wanted to dig a deeper cave to see what is happening inside. So you can Google search and see. It says a well of hell or something like that. It is true, it is there, it is now also there. So when they were digging, they started hearing some noises as if the screams are coming from hell. Like we all have an idea of a hell where we are told that people are put in fire and hot oil, and so they are suffering and screaming. So the howls are similar to those cries. So now it matches that. This information I had got long back. Now here the same thing is written here. He says there is all such things happening. These forms which are there, they are lost. They don't have the light of intelligence. Only light of intelligence is possible when you are on the earth, not below the earth. So here everyone has illusion of time. So there is just illusion of time. There is no real time. There is a dimension of matters and the relative reality. All false. Everything is illusion there. So just imagine it is illusion and still it is there. Can we understand this stuff? No. We need to read the whole book, I guess, because in this book it is only few very strong informations are included. Chalo friends. So let us move ahead and see what else is going on there. So here, in order to have an experience in this inner world, we need a guide because you will be lost. It is a crazy world there. So without a guide, so he says what is said about the guide. Let me tell you that. So all these animals and trees and plants, an explanation is given there. There are oceans so big that all the oceans together on the planet is still a smaller ocean. So the ocean inside the earth is bigger than the sum total of all the oceans. Can't imagine that because we do mathematics. Okay, how can the outer circumference is bigger than the inner circumference? How can that fill that much of water there? So now he pronounces judgment upon. Okay, we don't want that. A calm comes to him when he's traveling in there. He's so scared of all these things. Then he feels a calm. A calm comes to him. His guide appears and greets him because he is traveling. It is happening when Harold has not died to get all these experiences. He's having his experiences through his maybe by meditation or some other means or just like that because he has that light consciousness is very strong. The person who can remember what happened is in his mom's womb. It's a very simple thing for him to travel inside the earth also. So, but he still has a guide. He says his guide appears and greets him. Now the guide says that he will help him to enter the form world in a new body so that he can travel here and have a experience of all these things. Now he is giving a explanation of what is happening here. So now here it is mentioned when you are in the great path, you have to have an experience of that also. It is a part of that great way. The great way is including the body path, the mind path, and the inner world path. So the path within the inner earth crust. So the ongoer is the person who is going to have just passed through here, not going to stay there. The ongoer went along the form path and his body changed in structure and in nature. So he entered the water, if you will, and it will enter you. So there is a fountain of life. He sees a fountain of life. See, there is not only bad things happening there. There is a wonderful, beautiful thing there called the fountain of life. The guide leads him to a crystal rock from which a fountain of clearest water is falling, and spraying it into a basin. The guide tells him that these are cleansing waters, and they will fit him to draw from the fountain of life, or will dissolve his body and wash it away. So it can happen two ways. Either the water will fall on his body and fit him, and otherwise it will dissolve him, that is, it's going to enter him. He is going to become water. That is why it is said, enter the water if you will, and it will enter you. Very difficult to know actually his meaning to he's using these words to explain something which we may not understand on the first go. This today I can very perfectly say that, because after a night's sleep only I could contemplate what I am reading and what I am sharing here, masters. So here the ongoer will go into the pool under the fountain. His whole body will drink in the welcome draft. The rock, the guide, the chamber, everything disappears. The chamber is the room kind of thing inside the earth's crust. How is it? They are all hollow like the ant house. There are just walls around you. They are looking like globular chambers. So now he is entering the fountain of life. What is happening? The water is coming out of a rock. The rock disappeared. The guide disappeared. The chamber disappeared. And he feels himself going out with the water into a great ocean. That is, he has dissolved and he has become water. He has changed into water. He has become one with the water, and he is flowing into the, where will the water flow? The water will flow into the ocean. So he is flowing. He feels himself going out with the water into the ocean where all the waters meet. Then he is expanding to the ocean. And yet he is feeling the currents are carrying him. So ocean is through the rocks and the water, the plants, the animal life, the bodies of all human beings. So where is that ocean water going, friend? It is evaporating and is going up, falling as a rain. And then that water is being used by the plants and animals and all human beings. They are consuming. So that water is entering the body of all these beings. He is feeling that I became in water, I am entering the plant, I am entering the animal body, I am entering the other human body, because I am water here. So he is having that experience, the experience of becoming a water. Such a wonderful experience. He is conscious of mankind extending as the ocean to the stars. That is why it is said we are all one. So now he is conscious, how consciously he is seeing what is actually happening in the creation. So extending of the ocean and to becoming the stars. So he is having all kind of experiences. Now, the people there in that inner world are actually the ancient dead people. Who are the ancient dead people? Here it is explained. The people who I was discussing about those people who were worshipping non-gods or demigods. Such people are called ancient dead here. Okay, so the ancient dead in their nature prison, they are now in the prison because they have done that kind of a business there, a job of worshipping a non-god. So now they are in a prison, which is the inner world. They all appeal to him to liberate because he is light. There is no light there. I talked about no illumination happening there. So there is no wisdom, there is no light. If no wisdom, there is no light. Where there is wisdom, there is light. Illumination is always, wisdom is light. So when we do meditation and we invite the cosmic energy inside us, you have to see that light in that energy in the form of light. Then it is love energy, it is wisdom energy, and then that energy converts itself into all this. So cosmic energy, have you seen any cosmic energy? Yes, it illuminates. Why does it illuminate? Because it is filled with wisdom and love. So where there is love, it shines. Where there is wisdom, it shines. Where there is energy, it shines. So love is light. So here, the inner earth doesn't have a light. There is no sun. There is no moon. But still there is light of the inner earth. And then when these ancient dead see this person, they appeal, like, tell us the secret of coming out of this hell. Because they don't have wisdom. They can't do anything to come out of that world. Only the beings on the crust of the earth have the liberty, have the freedom, have the blessings of getting enlightened. And that is why we use the word enlightened. You get lightened. You get filled with wisdom. Okay, Master? So, okay. By going through all these experiences, he looks, he talks to the lost people. I'll be a little quick here. Mm. And when they appeal him very strongly, now his desire to help them is so great that he gives himself to them because he is light. They need light to come out of that hell. So he gives himself to them, but the light shows his duty to go on. He looks into the light and affirms his choice for the life path. The light is saying, don't do it. But he says, no, in my life path, I want to give light. I have taken light. So he is in the pool under the fountain. He steps out, gets cleansed, and the guide where he left him, he also is still there. And it is as if he had just stepped in and come out. There is no effort in moving through the hall, as the body has no weight in that world. Now the desire and the motive power to give the light, the guide helps him do that, because when he gives light, he will go into darkness. And if he stays in darkness, he cannot come out of the inner world. So the guide has taken him as far as he can depart at the end of the form path to come out of the inner world. And this is how a teacher is there to meet the ongoer at the beginning of the life path. Friends, don't go into the words here. We should understand that there is a guide who is going to be with him when he is walking around in the inner world. And when the time comes, the guide takes him to a place where he can come out of the inner world. And there is a teacher already standing there who is going to meet him and show him his life path. The teacher here is in a human form, it seems, simple, unassuming. The teacher doesn't seem strange to the ongoer. And this is how the life path starts. Now, your great way you have crossed, masters. And that is why I wanted to end this part here. So all these experiences is what you will experience when you are in the great way. After crossing this bridge, then your actual life path will go. I will go alone. You have to go alone in this life path, which will be your light path. So why do you call this a light path? Because here you are going to get enlightened. He learns the law of thought as destiny. So whatever is the destiny is what you have thought. So how easy to relate, masters. Then the teacher tells him that this is as far as he goes and asks if the issue into the life world. Teacher can take you only till a part of that path, master. So after he comes out, teacher is with him, takes him a little ahead, and then he says, after this, I can't come with you. And then he says, the ongoer, he says, I will go on alone. And when he says, I will go on alone, he finds himself only in light. When we need someone, we are looking for a light. And when you say, I can go alone, you are the light. And that is the light by which he knows the way. And so this is how the person knows his true self. The twin self completes, he says. When he knows, then his whole true self completely comes into form. And then he knows that he was never left the eternal. and that his embodiments were illusions. That means here we'll talk about it as Purnatma, friends. Now he knows he who had never left the eternal, where from where he has come, whatever experience he has taken, he knows, Arey, this was just an illusion of in time. This never happened actually. And he is still in the Purnatma form. Just taking an Amshatma, he had all these experiences and again completing his path and becoming the Purnatma, the eternal, which is in itself true in self complete. The great true in self complete that the Purnatma of the world acts. See, through that it acts like supreme intelligence. Yes, masters. Whenever we are asking for intelligence, actually we are getting intelligence from our Purnatma only. When we say we are getting energy, cosmic energy, we are getting it from our Purnatma only. So this is how the it's still more and more and more and more. So for now, this much is enough to understand the great way. This is how the journey takes place. Yes, masters, to know better, you can go and read this book or go and have a look at the reviews. You will have more detail um, discussed there. Uh, and I try to cover as much as possible. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. And I love you guys for giving me this opportunity. It was wonderful because when you are given this opportunity, you made me read this book. This book is with me since 4 years. And yes, I found it in Pyramid Valley. It was lying around. There was a heavy rain. The books were all in the rain. And I collected few books from that trash and I got some lovely books, luckily. Yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Master.
Yeah, we'll take up the questions, ma'am. If anyone has
Okay,
any
fine.
doubts.
If you have time for that, we'll do it. One or
Yeah,
two,
no.
and then we can
Yeah,
start the next session. Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Masters, if you have any doubts, you can raise the hands. Manisha, ma'am.
Deepika, ma'am.
Yes, namaste.
Namaste.
So, very nice and very wonderful session. This I haven't heard in my life. Hearing this all for the first time, yeah. So, here, one thing I'm becoming reading like that. I have to appear for this Ayush Ministry therapist exam. So, as you said, we should connect to the authors of the books and read also. That is all. So, one question I, that is, can we connect to the examiners?
This is cheating.
Because I am trying from 2 years. From 2 years, I'm studying and then again leaving. No, I won't give exam. I'll fail or pass. I don't know because the fees is too much. Because 8,500 is the fees.
Oh.
Because I take classes, I have full experience, but I don't have confidence in giving the exam. So as you said, oh, that's true. I'll connect to the masters and means I'll connect to the author and read the book. But what about the examiners?
We don't want his. He is not a master. Okay. He's
Okay.
just standing in the path to,
Uh,
like, when the runners are going for a marathon, there is one person giving him something. Okay. So, hey, don't take very greedy. So I would suggest one thing, madam. Really, I'm telling you. You connect to the author's energy. Even without reading, you will understand whatever is written in the book. And when you know the subject, you can dare people. Come, ask me any question possible. I know the subject. Why should I be scared? Here, connecting to the author means understanding the subject well. Whatever the master is trying to explain to us or teach us or show us, we are
mhm.
understanding well. Even before the teacher talks, you are understanding everything. Even before you read the book, you know everything. And believe me, when I have told this, before I told this also, many of the students had their own experience. A girl, when I had just started my meditation session, it is there in my session. A girl from engineering student, in maybe she was in the second or third semester. She was not taking her studies seriously. She was scoring very badly, and she was not even serious about it, saying that, chalo, we'll see in the last few semester I can do well. But when she came to know these are all like they will be added up for the last year and it will become very heavy. And her father was a meditator, is a meditator now, and was a meditator at that time also. He kept on saying like students should be meditating. I am teaching so many people. You also do meditation. She would say like, no, not for me, Papa. Already I have so much to study, so much on my head and so much on my hand. I am very busy. I don't want all this stuff. And then in the second year she came, Papa, Papa, please help me. I'm not getting good marks. Will meditation be a help here? He said, you try. How can I know? I know it is a help. If you try, you will know. And literally, she tried meditation. And children, I don't know, their aura, their energy, their way of thinking is so clear. What happened? In her meditation, she saw an old man helping her. Whenever she wanted to study, her papa had told her, before studies, open the book, do this Anapanasati meditation, ask the masters for help, and start studying. So she started doing that, and literally a old man came in her, maybe that meditation, and he explained the subject, and she became so attached to that old man. She started calling him Tata, Tata, Tata. So whenever she was reading and didn't understand anything, Tata, I'm not understanding this. Please help explain to me. And while writing exam, again, her father told, while writing exam, you meditate and start writing. She did that. When she didn't know the answer, Tata, I'm not knowing the answer. Please help me. So literally the Tata is coming and holding the hand and he is writing the exam. Then when master is writing an exam, it will just go on and on. That energy is so high. She would say, oh, my hand is aching. How much are you writing? Then Tata would say, do you want me to continue or you will take over? See, after that, I am not going to write. She would say, like, no, you keep writing. I want to get good marks. So Tata wrote the exam. And literally from that day till today, just recently again, I got to meet her in some other Zoom session. She said she's scoring above 90s. And it is because Tata is writing the exam. And more wonderful thing I will add here. And it was going on like that. And then came Buddha Purnima. Her father said, you have learned meditation. Now I think you will not hesitate to come with me to Pyramid Valley. She said, yes, Papa, I want to come with you. And they are going by car. They're entering, if you have gone to International Pyramid Valley, from the highway, you take a turn inside the villages to enter the Pyramid Valley. And from there are cutouts for welcoming people. Patri sir cutouts are there. She said, Papa, he is my Tata here.
Please show us.
This is the Tata who comes in my meditation and helps me. And he said, he is the one. Until date, she doesn't call him Patriji. She says, Tata, he is my Tata. And he is talking to her, makes fun. Like Patriji used to make fun with children, youngsters. He would talk very funny way. Even now, this girl, literally, she's talking to us and she will tell, Tata is saying this, Tata is saying this. So Patri sir is always speaking to her. He's laughing when I used to take some classes and I would tell her something and she would comment something. Then she would say, because I said this, he's laughing at me. So that is the bond she has with Patriji. It's wonderful when you connect with the energy. There are masters who are going to guide you. Let us not again listen to only the word. Okay, book energy, author energy. Also, Herald. Herald is going to come to me. No, there are some masters because the book energy is, we don't understand what is book energy. We are using the term book energy. We are using the term author's energy. Author is also getting energy from somewhere else. And that master is going to help us maybe. We don't know how things work. We need help. That's all. Help. That is what you have to do. Help. I need help. I'm putting money. I want result. Don't be in fear. Be in faith. And the next question you are going to tell us that you scored so well.
Yeah. I haven't filled the form yet, but I am trying.
Go for it. Go for it now. And that is why you brought up this matter here. Go for it. It will be a grand success.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Master.
Yeah. Deepika, ma'am.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for sharing the wonderful wisdom with us. And yeah, I heard like even from if we are talking about great masters or enlightened persons, they come and sit with us and give their energies and give their blessings so that we understand very well. And we are humans, we have the power. Like when we were infants, our grandmother, they tell like babies see God, babies see angels, they play with them. We have that power, but growing on, we get hypnotized like, no, those all are nothing. You have to work hard. If you want marks, you have to work hard. And you told us an example like Patriji sir was talking to a girl. She didn't knew like Patriji sir, but she knew somebody is like Tata and all. Yes, that made me realize, yeah, we have that powers, but because we got hypnotized like nothing like that, we go in another way like nobody will help. We only should work hard. We only to do all those things. So and you teaching about this book and all, again it realized us like if we have a thought like we can get connected, if somebody gets help us, then that's going to happen. It's just a thinking and it's a thought.
Yes. To have this kind of thinking, I would suggest every one of you to read Anastasia. Anastasia has given clear wisdom about all these things. The thing you're talking about, energy being with us, that energy is always with us. We don't know. Like I get connected to all the energies wherever I want, whichever energy I want to wish, I get. Like Hanumanji, I talk about Hanumanji, I do Hanuman chanting. I can literally feel his presence. Like I make him sit on a chair because he is my friend and he is listening to me when I'm talking to him. Jap is a talk, a conversation between me and my God. So when I'm doing some job, I always had that conscious, like he's listening to me. I'm not a silly person doing some mechanized chanting. If I am talking to Durga Devi, I say, better listen, huh? I'm taking all my effort, doing all my effort, and I'm talking to you. So literally, I would see Durga Devi. Hanumanji will come and sit with me. Recently, also, when I started these meditations, our kitty party is about Hanuman Chalisa and Sundarkand. And I believe that these masters do come when we talk about them. So I always believe in having a seat for them. When you talk about masters, always have a seat for them. So I would always place a chair and then start my job. And literally, a thought would come. Did you come and sit, Hanumanji? And immediately, as if a child sitting on a small stool, how the stool moves back, the chair would move. And I would like, oh my God, I was having fun with my thoughts, thinking it is just my imagination. But again and again, I had got proof that he is there. And after meditation, literally with my closed eyes, I can see him standing. He'll come with Ramji. He will not come alone. He will bring his friend. I can see their feet. Then I will talk to them. I'll be doing chanting. One mind is doing chanting. The other mind is like, Hare Hanumanji, you have come. And this time somebody is with you. I look at the feet and I make out like, who is that? Oh, this person is so dark. Maybe it is Ramji. Immediately thoughts, that process keeps on going and going. And I get tears in my eyes like, Hare Hanumanji, I called you. You even gave me darshan of Ramji. It is such a beautiful experience, masters. And really, in Anastasia book, after reading that, you get more and more clarity. I am doing Anastasia in Telugu, Hindi, Kannada. So if you are interested, I would like you to go to PMC Digital for Telugu, PMC Maharashtra for Hindi, and PMC Kannada for Kannada. And you type Anastasia, PMC Maharashtra, Anastasia. I will appear. You do PMC Digital, Anastasia, I will appear. PMC Kannada, Anastasia, I will appear. So it's really beautiful subject. We need clarity. We want wisdom, masters. So yeah, thank you so much. I'm taking again so much of time. Please let us
sure we'll go through that,
with
ma'am.
the next wisdom.
Thank you for sharing. And I also have that experience when I was like 7-8 years old. From that time, I used to go and sit on my home top and on the Goa tree, and I used to talk with trees, talk with clouds. And I asked my tree, like, you're giving always only sweet guava. I want some sourness also, some saltness also. Then after few months, I told one of the branch to do that. Then it did. It started giving me sourness and saltness. And I kept that tree. I got inspired with one akka. She is like super senior, and her name is Sujata. Then I named my guava tree like Sujata, and I used to talk with her. And I also had I used to talk with Sai Baba. One time it was like heavy rain, and they're opening the temple. My parents were all ready. We had a jeep to go, but suddenly they told we can't go. We can't make it. It's heavy rain. Then I asked Baba, I don't know. I want to be there. I don't want to miss the inauguration. I want to come there. And suddenly everything stopped, and we all went. That was like I used to talk with Baba. I used to
all
talk with
masters.
Lalita
Yes,
Devi.
yes, very correct, Deepika. We can connect to any masters. Even Baba is my favorite. Actually,
Yeah.
I am a teacher by profession. I tell the children all these experiences because I want to instill that faith in them. Children are hearing on like, no, all false things. These are all silly things. Useless
Yes.
people do all this puja, have all this faith. So children are not getting any positive feedback. So they will
Yes,
never go towards the God. And these are the dark energies which are taking you away from God or away from these energies. Sai Baba, I used to tell ki Baba loves me because I don't know what is love. Humans don't know what is love. The love we know is not actual love. Love is something very divine and very powerful and something else we don't know. So I used to tell, instead of saying I love you, I always say Baba loves me so much. My Baba loves me so much. And literally what would happen with the children every Thursday, I would go. I used to teach 11th and 10th, 11th and 12th kids. So grown up kids, I would take them to the Baba temple after my classes, tuition classes. So as soon as I enter the temple, a rose would fall from Baba. I would say, see, he is my lover. He always offers me a flower. So he will always do that. So once what happened, I was just talking to the kids and entering. I didn't observe the flower. The children observed and said, ma'am, the flower has fallen. This is how faith works. This is how you connect to the energy. And once I had a very bad experience. I had a very bad accident. My bus toppled when I was traveling to Shirdi. And the bus was filled with all first timers. All started hating Baba and cursing him. Like, never in our life we'll go to Shirdi. We were halfway. We all were hospitalized. And many of them were very badly injured. The bus had fallen in a very bad state and it was dragged because we were moving very fast. So it was dragged. It was a sleeper coach. A few girls, completely the glass had pierced their face. Hundreds of glasses in the face. That bad. Me and my daughter were traveling that time. And it was near my mom's place, so we didn't come back to Bangalore. The bus authority said those who are interested can go back home, and those who want to carry on can go on. But after an accident, nobody wanted to go to Shirdi. All came back. We went to my mom's place. After 2 days, my daughter and me, we are Baba devotees. So she said, Mummy, whatever it is, we will complete this journey. After 2 days rest, again we went to Shirdi. And now I was talking to him in the bus because we were so scared, we didn't sleep. We were hugging each other. That movement of the bus was scaring us. I told Baba, do you really love me? Why did this happen then? If you really love me, if you really are there, this time when I come to Shirdi, I want direct blessing from you in a human form. You are going to come and place your hands on my head and bless me. And after saying that, I was very careful. I didn't allow any Babas to come near me because there were any Babas roaming around. I would go to the other side of the road. Like, Baba, dekhna, I am not giving you chance. But if you are there, you will somehow do it. We stayed for 3 days. On the third day night, I don't sleep in Shirdi when I go there. I just go and sit in the empty stalls. It's so beautiful at night in Shirdi. So I went and sat in front of the temple. There is Hanuman temple. I had forgotten about all this stuff. I was zero. I was just sitting there. Somebody else came and sat beside me in an orange dress, that Bhagwa dress. He was a short black fellow from Kerala. So he came and sat from where are you coming and all. We had a little chat. Then I felt like, no, he was an software engineer who had come by walk from Kerala to Shirdi. And now he didn't have money to go back and didn't have the stamina to walk back. So he was stuck in Shirdi. So I thought, like, poor thing, yeah, he doesn't have money. Let me buy him some things to eat, which he can keep it in his bag. Whenever he's hungry, he can eat. So instead of asking him, I said, I'll buy and give. No, why ask? Do you want and all? So I went and I bought some stuff and I gave him. So we were sitting on the steps. So the lower 2 or 3 steps are there. I am a little taller. I am 5'6". So I had to bend down, and then at that night I can't talk so loudly. And slowly I said, Baba, ye aapke liye hai. He said, no, I don't need. I said, it's night time. It's so cold. I'll get you tea. Keep this with you. Whenever you are hungry, you can eat it. Then he said, no, in Shirdi, when I'm wearing this Bhagava, wherever I go, we get free food. I said, that is so nice then. But still, now I have got this. Keep it in your bag. It will be for your journey. So he took it, put it in his bag. Then I again asked, chai piyenge na? So when I'm still asking, literally he kept both his hand on my head and he said, in English, he said in English, ki whatever he wanted to give to Baba, he got it 1,000-fold. So that was the prasad I had given, and he said, Baba got it in 1,000-fold. I didn't mind the words. I was minding that hand on my head. I said, Baba, cunning you took this form, you came and sat with me, and tears started rolling. He said, no, Ma, I just drank tea. I said, no, now I know you are my Baba. I am going to offer you tea because Baba loves tea. I gave him tea. And by the time I got the tea, you know what he did? He took out one. Literally, I had it on my table. I always keep it to show in the session, but I have never shown till date. He gave me a pamphlet where it was written, do meditation. So Baba's instruction was to do meditation 7 years ago. I said, I don't like to do meditation. Then he said, no, there were some things written in that this is your path. You are the chosen one. If you do this, you will achieve whatever you are wishing. And still I didn't do it. And the masters took me in that path. That is why I love this book, The Great Path. When we are on the great path, masters and guides, when I'm talking today, I know who is my teacher, who is my guide. Many masters are there, friends. And please be in the awareness. And really, Madam Manisha ji, be in awareness. All masters together, they will plan for you. You don't take the decision. Leave it to them. And miracles will happen. I have so many miracle experiences that I can write a book. And I should be writing a book. I'll do it sometime. Yeah, thank you, friends, for giving me again this opportunity to share my Baba experience and Hanumanji experience, which I have not done in any other session. Usually I do only my Dhyana experiences. Thank you very much. And let us continue with the next topic. Something was going to be discussed here. Yeah, Samagra Jeevan Shaili ke liye. Yeah, thank you, Mahavatar Foundation and Rangnath sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much for the wisdom and your experiences, ma'am, sharing your experiences. It was very wonderful listening to your I can't say it's a lifestyle. You are sharing your experiences, not teaching or not speaking or anything like that. It is like we are experiencing your experiences. So it is like that. Thank you so much, ma'am. We look forward to you for the next sessions, ma'am. Thank you so much. Yeah, we'll continue with the holistic lifestyle principle about USHAS Mudra. Now, I'll be teaching it. I'll just share the.
I have a suggestion.
Yeah, Vedavati ji has raised the hand.
Madam, this is for Deepika.
Yes, Vedavati garu, madam. Yeah.
Good evening, Deepika. Deepika, I have a small suggestion.
Yeah.
We'll have one wisdom and then start meditating. If you have 2 wisdom, 2 sessions, and then meditation, it is too late.
Okay.
We can, hurry, we have to meditate. If you
Okay.
do wisdom and start meditating calmly, peacefully, we can meditate, and we will have time to share our experience. Last 2-3 days I have been trying, but immediately after meditation you close. So
Okay.
I not able to share my experience visually.
The experiences Saturday we can share it now, ma'am. You note down all the points. Saturdays.
Okay. It's hard. Yeah. Yeah. Vedavati madam. So we'll do one thing. So after doing meditation, you want to share your experience, right?
Ah,
Okay. Sure. Sure. We'll give you some time.
not
No, we
always,
will.
not daily.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whenever it is very special,
Okay.
yeah, whenever it
Yeah.
is very special.
Ma'am, Vedavati garu, do one thing. If you want to really want to share that on particular day, on particular evening, then put it in the comment box. I want to share. So we will give you a turn. No, we were actually thinking it's too late. So through meditation, you will fall asleep, right? So that's why we don't want to disturb your sleep pattern. So we are just leaving, like, whoever wants to come and forward and tell your experience, share it. Else you can go to sleep. Give me a comment. Give us a comment. So we'll ask you to
See,
share your
yesterday it
experience.
was too late. It was 11 o'clock. My son was
Yeah.
shouting.
Sometimes it's
I
interesting,
couldn't.
right? Topics. It goes
I
on.
couldn't. I know I couldn't meditate at all yesterday. I went to
Okay.
sleep.
Okay.
So
So yeah.
whatever it is, we'll do one wisdom, then meditation, then whoever
Okay.
wants to share can share.
Okay.
Calmly, easily, we will close the session. Not
Okay,
in a
ma'am.
hurry.
Thank you. Thank you for your suggestion. Yeah.
If you want, you
Now,
can take others'
sure. Yeah, sure. And now Pallavi, ma'am, she'll tell Usha Mudra. It will take very less time, and then we'll immediately start doing meditation. Is it fine, ma'am?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Wait.
Go ahead, Pallavi.
It's a USHAS mudra. It's very important mudra. Like without knowing, we usually do this. So it's like USHAS mudra. It's a hand gesture that give a spark to your creativity and energy levels. If you are finding ways to have a restart in your life, then USHAS mudra is used. So it is like this. Every day for meditation, we use the clasping of hands, right? That is that USHAS mudra. Uh, meaning of it is like USHAS refers to dawn or mudra, refers to seal or gesture. This mudra is practiced during meditation, mostly when people are trying to bring forth new beginnings and set intentions, hence the name. So if you want to start afresh, everything afresh, so you should meditate starting doing with the USHAS mudra. In mythology, goddess of dawn, Ushas, who is known for bringing light into world every morning. She was mentioned in Rig Veda as well. So goddess Ushas was the daughter of heaven and the sister of night. She is portrayed in the ancient traditional texts as beautiful woman who has a golden chariot. She rides on it every morning in the sky and makes a way for the sun to bring a new day into our lives. So Ushas is like she welcomes the sun god in the morning. As goddess Ushas provides us new opportunity every day to conquer the new phase. So the benefit of holding Ushas mudra. Therefore, the symbol Ushas mudra is bringing life changes and resolutions. It is also called as the break of day mudra. How to use the Ushas mudra? Sit in a comfortable meditative posture. Keep your eyes closed or open as per your convenience. Clasp your hands so that the fingers are interlaced and palms are facing towards you. So, like this. palm should face towards you. For this mudra is two types. For men, one thing. For women, the other thing. So for men, right thumb on top of the left, like this. I'll show it in the next slide that I have the picture. For women, you have to position the thumbs differ. Here the right thumb is placed between the left thumb and the index finger. So it is the other way around. For women, left hand should be up. For men, right thumb should be up. Place your hands as such in your lap and visualize the serenity and the calm of the dawn with the rising sun. Shift your awareness towards positive changes that you are going to make in your life. Enhance the practice by chanting Om Ushase Namaha. So if you do it in the morning, you can chant Om Ushase Namaha, or simply you can do Anapanasati meditation. Time and duration for it. Practice Ushas Mudra in the morning hours, usually first thing, as soon as you wake up. You can hold this mudra as long as it feels comfortable. However, it is important to hold it for at least 5 to 15 minutes. Minimum you have to keep it to observe a positive difference. The main benefits of Ushas Mudra. It promotes mental alertness, benefits of endocrine system, like Ushas Mudra is boon for those who are suffering from hormonal imbalances. Patients with PCOD and thyroid. So whoever has got PCOD or thyroid issues, you can use this Ushas Mudra. It regulates proper hormonal flow and provides long-term benefits. Regulates irregular menses. Stimulates the sacral chakra. So that is our Swadhisthana chakra. It regulates our Swadhisthana chakra and it uplifts the energy levels. So this is the mudra for men. Right thumb should be on top. For women, the left thumb should be on the top. This is the thing, masters. You have to use Ushas Mudra while meditating to start anything fresh. Thank you. Thank you for the visit.